Hi, beautiful souls. I'm sharing a little light today on soft openings. This is a term that we use in hospitality, and some of you will know that I was in hospitality for a very long time, more than 20 years I think it was. So one of the things that we would do when we were about to open a restaurant or a bar or whatever it might have been is that we would have a soft opening, which means that we would start allowing people in before we'd actually advertised that we were open for business. And this way, if there was anything that needed tweaking or adjusting, then we could do that in that space where there wasn't great attention on us for being actually open. So what I want to share is that I know that so many look at the new year being at different times. Not everyone believes it begins at the 1st of January, and whatever you believe, that's fine, you know. But we are closing in on 2023, and 24 will begin at some point, whatever point you want it to be. And I invite you to really consider at this time when we are, how I say, vulnerable, releasing, shedding. The trees are losing their leaves over here. I suppose it's not the same for all over the world, but I've currently got a cold, and that's again, it's shedding, it's releasing, letting go of the old to make way clear for the new. And when we are going through these changes, and yes, you can still get changes in the heat. You might not be losing your leaves, but you can still have your changes when you're going through your period of preparation for the new, preparation and allowing. Then it's advisable and it's fun to journal and to really consider what it is you want to concentrate on and be aware of and focus on, so that you can really anchor that in to your grid, into your experience, into your realms, and so that you can really fly with it into the next linear year. How often do you journal? And I think more of the point is, how useful are your journals? Sometimes people use journals and they're actually not really getting anywhere, because what they do is they just repeat the old ways of their creations. They just keep creating the same way. But if you want to create a new experience, you have to be able to be a little bit more dynamic than you have been in the past. So you've got to create afresh and anew. So you've got to take your perspective higher, look at yourself through a higher lens, a higher vista, and see, oh, what is my human doing at this moment? How can I create more joy for this human? How can I create more health for this human, so that that human is able to inspire and radiate more health and joy to the collective? Your perspective is so vital. And this is why I encourage everyone to begin their soft opening. Begin their soft opening for 2024. Begin now, so that when you enter 2024, at whenever stage you like 2024 to begin, then you are really flying with it. Really regroup now, shed everything that needs shedding, whether you've got a cold or cough or whatever else it might be. Let that go. Let that go. Bear witness to what's happening around you. Look within the nature. What is nature telling you? Get quiet in nature. Listen. I was just talking to this beautiful walnut tree, and I was saying, walnut tree, I'm not feeling particularly great right now. I'm feeling a little bit snuffly, full of cold. I'd really like to just be in bed, but I have to walk Lanto because no one else is going to walk him for me. And actually, now that I'm here, I'm so glad and grateful that I am, because it means I get to give you a hug. So I hugged this tree and held this tree in my arms. And then I spoke to my little walnut tree. I said, you know, one of your babies isn't doing so well. I have a beautiful little seedling in my garden from this tree. And walnut tree said, put it in the cold frame. And then I saw that, the leaf is supposed to come off. It has one beautiful, perfect leaf that has been partially eaten by, I don't know, a snail or something, or a slug. But the leaf is looking like it's about to fall off. But then walnut tree says, but yes, the leaves will shed. And then the tree will rise again. So I'm going to put that little tree in the cold frame when I get back, and trust in walnut tree's sage wisdom. I have the tree for myself, not for the little tree. I mean, I should imagine that one day that little tree will get planted back into the wild somewhere, with gratitude for me being able to be guardian of it for a while. So, where's that dog? Oh, he's sitting in the sun. So, my message today is to begin your soft opening now. The soft opening into your 2024. Really have a very strong vision, and one that almost feels scary, because if it's too safe, you won't do it. If it's too safe and too samey and too boring, you're not going to be inspired to do anything with it. And I can say that's the truth from not just myself, but from many, many other beings out there that have said the same thing. Small goals, small ideas never get very far. And this is why it's just so vital that the humans of this planet start creating as fifth-dimensional beings rather than as three-dimensional beings. All of this three-dimensional creations, they just aren't supported by the planet anymore, and people are being really shaken and stirred to release all of that, let go of all of that. Your releasing may take longer at this moment, because all of those old creations just aren't working. And the sooner people catch up and get up to speed, the easier it will be. It takes a little bit of getting used to when we change direction. You know, if you're moving in one direction and then somebody says, well, this is the wrong direction. This is not the right direction anymore. Oh, but this has always been the right direction. This is the way that I feel I should go now, because I've been trained to do that. Well, untrain yourself. Reset your focus. Reset your compass. And head in a higher trajectory. And how that looks is up to you. But aim big. Aim big. Aim big. Make it happen, because you have the power within you. And like I said, all of these old ways of creating are no longer supported by the earth. And so this is why so many people are falling flat on their faces, wondering why they're not moving further, wondering why they're stagnating. It's because they are just repeating the same old. You repeat the same old, you're going to get the same old. It's very simple. It's a simple recipe. Right, I'm going to go now because I need to go and get myself a hot drink. And I wish you all great love and focus and joy, as always. My name is ZsaZsa. I come to you from the hedgerow next to Walnut Tree. Lanto Lightfoot is on watch duty, sitting in the sun. And if you like this video, share it, subscribe, and comment. If you feel called to do so, thank you so much for watching. Many blessings.